At the start of the anecdote, a face on the news looking through his notes. A rose in a retrograde motion. In the end, we will suffer like we should.
Hello everyone, ATK Nightmare here, and today's video is going to be all about perseverance. But before I get to that, today's video is sponsored by the Booga Box. This is custom handmade chainmail creations, decorations, wall hangings, stuff like that. Very, very cool stuff. My buddy Rick takes a whole lot of time doing this stuff. And it's very, very cool. He did a one-off after the Chiefs won the Super Bowl last year. He did a one-off of a chainmail Patrick Mahomes jersey. So yeah, it's very, very cool stuff. I will leave a link in the description to the website, and I would also like to thank my buddy Roy and Enox for providing the music for today's video. So on that note, yeah, as you can see, this is an older race from Sardinia. We are running the, well, it was basically the Mazda Roadster Cup. A lot of people use, some people use other cars, but it was basically the Roadster Cup, simply because it was the best car for the track. But yeah, today's race, it's going to be about perseverance. It's just a case where, I know everybody has had occasions where they just rage quit, get really, really frustrated with the race, you know, stuff like that, and that's understandable. But as you can see right here, I start off 6th, I get completely taken. You know, he just, I can't say how intentional it was. I'm not going to get real mad about it, but right off the bat, you know, second turn, I am just frustrated. I'm ready to just spit nails. I'm not real happy with that guy. But I know this car, I know this track, I know how well I can drive this car. So this car for me is one of the most fun cars on the game to drive, because it handles really well. It's not super fast, but it's just a lot of fun to drive. So, you know, at this point I'm just gonna sit here and put my head down, see what I can salvage out of this race. You know, maybe top 10, top 5. I'll be alright with that. I know I'm relatively quick with this car. So yeah, it's just, I could have quit, could have gotten really mad. At one point I almost did, but I decided against it and just figured I'd see what I could salvage. And as you can see, I'm recovering pretty well here. Got guys having all kinds of issues with this race. This guy comes over, I thought he was going to try and sideswipe me, he almost did. And with the way the penalty system was at that time, it would have probably resulted in me getting a 4-second penalty or something stupid like that. So yeah, I was really glad he decided against that. But as you can see, I'm gaining ground here quite a bit. So it's a case of, well, now I'm not looking for just a top 10, because I'm already in the top 10. Now I'm looking at the top 5. It was just a case of set a specific goal. Once you reach it, set another one. You know, go after something else. If I get into the top 5, then I'm going to shoot for the podium. You know, it just depends on how long it takes me to get there. But right now, I'm back to having fun. I'm just cruising in this car. Like I said, I know how to drive it. I'm pretty good with it. I know this track pretty well. I put in a lot of laps for this race, practicing. Didn't really figure on getting taken out in the first couple of turns, but you know it's probably gonna happen. So I may not have been prepared for it, but in a lot of cases it's just inevitable. It's gonna happen. Turn one at Monza, you know, they're going into that first chicane, you know there's gonna be carnage. You just know there is. This guy here, I don't know whether I missed my braking spot or whether he just broke a little bit early, but I wound up tagging him, and then I get a little bit aggressive here. I'm still a little bit frustrated from that being taken out in that second turn, but I mean, I threw out the elbows, but I didn't hit him particularly hard. I didn't shove him off track. I just asserted my position because I had the inside spot. I had what I thought was enough. If you don't think I had enough and shouldn't have made that move, then, you know, by all means, let me know in the comments. I'm always looking to improve as a racer, so I want to race clean. I want to be fair about things. So if you think I was a little bit aggressive, cool, you know, that's fine. Let me know. Alright, so from this point, nothing much really happens, so I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead here just a little bit, and we shall be right back. Alright, so we're picking this back up here. I'm on lap 6 now. We moved ahead about 5 minutes or so. Just got done running the quickest lap of the race, so we're going to take back off here. As you can see, I've gained quite a bit of ground on the 3 cars ahead of me, 6th, 5th, and 4th. 6th place here has a little bit of a problem. It was a little bit wide, gets squirrely in the grass, so I do wind up overtaking him, which, you know, now I'm almost into the top 5. That was my next goal, was to get into the top 5. We were on the Comfort soft tires here, and the tire wear was set, and there was just hardly any at all. You know, halfway through the race, there's no wear. This car is not particularly bad for tire wear anyway, mainly because it really doesn't have any power and it doesn't weigh anything. So, I mean, it's just, you know, it's a case where the tires last pretty much forever unless the tire wear is set at some ridiculous level. So the goal here right now, get into the top 5, get past this guy, be nice and smooth doing it. I don't want to really go around that guy like I did the guy in the last part of the video here. But yeah, the whole idea is just get around him as soon as I can so I can start shooting for that podium. And this is a good little race. It's a lot of fun. The track and car combination for this race was, it was just a lot of fun to race this. A lot of times I will skip the day, the FIAs if I have a specific driving style, and if I know that the track and car combination don't really suit my style, I'm not gonna mess with it. I prefer not to beat my head against the wall trying to do something I know I'm not gonna be all that successful at. So I make a nice little move on that 5th place car. Now I'm going after the 4th place guy. But yeah, I'm not one to sit and beat my head against the wall. All that does is frustrate me, and I'm much better off when I'm not trying to drive while I'm frustrated. As you can see here, I've moved up quite a bit. I've settled down after that spin out, and so now I'm just, you know, head down, being smooth, enjoying the race, seeing what I can do with it. He does give me a little shove there. I'm not, yeah, whatever, it happens. Racing is supposed to be a no contact sport, but, you know, then you got the guys that say rubbing is racing, and then you got the guys who watch the V8 supercars over in Australia, and they're pushing and shoving the Super GT cars. I mean, it's just, contact happens. it's the level of contact and how forceful it is that dictates whether it was clean or dirty. And in that particular case, I don't consider that particularly dirty. He could have just, you know, slid out a little bit, went into the corner a little bit quicker than he thought he was, got loose. I don't know. It doesn't matter. He didn't run me completely off track. I didn't get a penalty. He didn't get a penalty. So at that point, I'm calling it no harm, no foul. I get a little bit of the curbing there and get way loose. I had a run on him, but getting loose like that just completely killed the run. So I'm just falling in behind here, follow him around a little bit, see if he makes a mistake. He's really slow coming off that corner though, and it's I can't get a decent enough angle to get my nose up in there to make him go a little bit wider than he wants to. So I come right up on him, but then there's nothing I can do after that. This guy, yeah, Mr. October there, decides to give me a little shove from behind for absolutely no reason, so I let him know I didn't appreciate that at all. My thing is, and that right there, I don't know, I'd consider that a block. If he saw I had a big run on him, then you just come across and slam the door. Okay, so now I'm back to 6th. Now my goal is to get back into the top 5. So right now I'm driving behind these guys. I'm hoping one of them just decides to take one of the other ones out. I mean, I don't want to see anything bad happen to somebody, but you know, if it's something I can take advantage of, yeah, I'm going to do that. But now we got old Mr. October there with turning into Captain Lag, which is never any fun to deal with. Slingshot there, he gets a little bit aggressive going into that corner. Fortunately, he backed out of it, so it wouldn't, so he didn't spin me out. So I definitely do appreciate that. Well, I said if I got back into the top 5, I would be shooting for the podium. So now I'm running 4th. And there's, what, 4 laps to go? Well, 3 1/4 laps to go. So I'm thinking it's quite possible. I'm thinking I can get a podium. I'm pretty sure I'm quicker than this guy that's ahead of me. So yeah, I'm going to shoot for that podium. After that, if I got a couple of laps left, I'll shoot for 2nd place. And, first place, he's pretty well just checked out. So unless he makes a major mistake, I'm not catching him. But I get a really good run on Mr. October here. Headed down into the first turn. I got the inside, but that's going to give him the inside on the 2nd turn. So I'll have to... yeah, I just had to hold my line till he backed out. I was hoping that he would back out because I really didn't want to. Once again, I catch a little bit of that curb and the thing goes sideways on me. I have to hold on to it for dear life to save it. Get a little bit wide coming out of there. Went in just a little bit quicker than I thought I was. So we still got a couple of laps left here, and it looks like I'm gaining on second place pretty quick. I know from the replay here we don't have the timing up, but it looks like he's getting away from me a little bit on the straightaway. I'll gain a little bit in the turn. So right now things are kind of balancing out. Gained quite a bit on him here. So yeah, I mean, guys, the thing is, like I said, this race winds up being, oh, he makes a mistake, and this is what I was waiting for. A lot of the time, my time on the racetrack is spent waiting for someone else to make a mistake. I'm not particularly fast. I don't pass a ton of people once things settle in, and so I just I have to run my race and just, you know, wait for somebody else to make a mistake. Maybe put enough pressure on them to make them, you know, to create that mistake. But, you know, I'm not contact, nothing like that. I just wait for them to do something like what that guy just did. Go into a corner a little too hot, run wide, run into the dirt, you know, just something like that. So anyway, what I was saying at the beginning of the video, this race was all about being just perseverance. I mean, hold on, don't quit, don't, you know, be mad, that's fine, but control that anger, make yourself drive smooth, and good things will happen. I just like everybody else, I have been guilty of rage quitting races. Just recently I had one like that just because it was so terrible. I ran off the track like 4 times at Laguna Seca within the first lap, and I was like, nah, I'm done. You know, I can't do that. I knew I wasn't recovering from that. This was a case, however, where, like I said, I knew the car, I knew the track, and I figured I had a pretty good shot at salvaging something decent out of that bad start. So, yeah, I mean, it's always better not to quit. You take less of a hit on your SR and DR if you stay in the race and finish dead last than you do if you wind up quitting the race. It's a bigger hit to quit. So yeah, if at all possible, avoid doing that. I know sometimes it's going to be really, really tempting, and even, like I said, even for me, I do it every once in a while. I don't do it a ton. Because of races like this, where, you know, you wind up salvaging something really good out of something really bad. Because it's not going to show it at the end where, you know, it says, oh, you went up 4 positions. Well, yeah, I only went up 4 positions because I started 6th, but I actually overcame about, what, 15 positions to get back to second. So, yeah, it's do your best to always persevere. Always keep going. You know, I can't 100% say I always do, but I always try to. And in this case, it was a very, very good result. I came up with the fastest lap of the race, and I finished second. So, yeah, it was a great race for me. And this, it was a long time before I gave up on a race after this one because of this. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you want. If you don't, that's fine too. Just leave a like, leave a comment. Either one of those will help out the channel. So yeah, until next time, everybody, this is Nightmare. Peace.
Start of the Enox Links, face of the news looking through his notes. Our roads in a retrograde motion. In the end, we will suffer like we should.